Hey everybody, so today is a little video documenting what I think are to be called worst makeup trends of 2017 that I surely hope are going to be finished for 2018. Number one, I'm over the extreme Tin Man highlighting. It seems like highlighting has gone absolutely nuts and it's no longer reasonable. People use basically highlighters as luminizing primers all over their faces and it looks a little bit scary. I think this could be cool for photo shoots, but in reality it looks very odd and it really doesn't do any favors for skin texture. Most of us humans who are not photoshopped do have skin texture. There's no reason to highlight it and underline it and make it very visible with all over crazy highlighting. We're not Tin Men, let's remain human. This one is not really a surprise to anybody, and I think everybody's sick of this trend. It's holographic / unicorn / mermaid everything. I'm not sure, I understand the fascination. It was really cute for a time, but it's weird now. It's not necessary. It looks funny, and I just don't see the point. Let's stop with the mermaid unicorn sort of trend and just do great quality makeup. How about that? Next trend, I'm sure everybody's going to disagree with me on, but I'm a lot of it sick of really warm tone shadow palettes. They were the hype this year. They came out like in massive, ridiculous amounts. They all kind of look the same. Why don't we do neutral palettes, a mixture of warm and cool shades, or cool tone palette? I would really like to see some great cool tone palettes, and what I see right now is just, you know, orange everything. Why? It's not the most flattering color. It's not that flattering on a lot of skin tones, and I see these people throw on like makeup tutorials. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like that on you. And of course, everybody has a right to wear whatever the heck they want to wear. But for me, I think really warm tone, rusty shadows don't necessarily look great on a lot of people. And this is what is flooding the market right now, and we need a little bit more variety. What about those of us who aren't necessarily attracted to super warm, rusty shadows? It's a shame that companies aren't sort of thinking about what's flattering. I'm sure that companies will come out with more cool and neutral toned makeup in the coming year, because the warm tone trend has been overdone so badly and so much by everybody that I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who's a bit sick of it. Next point on my list, I think tides are turning on this, and that has to do with like severe eye concealer, under eye concealer. Like Tarte Shape Tape, the NARS one, like really heavy duty, super heavy coverage, super concealing products aren't necessarily the most flattering either, because they do underline texture, they dry out the under eye, which is a very delicate thin area. Really, the amount of makeup that your skin can take depends on the place on the face where you put that makeup. And on top of the heavy coverage concealer, all this baking, this might look good on camera, but in real life it looks like a cakey mess after a couple hours of wear. So I think that lighter coverage concealers paired with corrective products are going to be probably where we're going to go in terms of makeup, because those super high coverage concealers applied onto delicate under eye area, they just do no favors for the complexion, and you have to match super heavy makeup all over for that to not look absolutely alien. But a face fully packed with makeup is not necessarily the look most of us do every day. So super high coverage, heavy drying concealers are probably going to be out in the coming year. The next trend I've mentioned before, and I've talked about baking. Baking your face with powder, that's going to be out, because a lot of the time, most of the time, apart from television work, camera work, photography, this technique is really used by drag queens who do shows. Originally, that they're the ones who came out with that technique to make the skin look more smooth and hairless. So there is a point to that technique. It needs to be employed on television, on camera, theatrical makeup. That makes complete sense, but it does not need to travel to the everyday life. I mean, it looks good again for a very short period of time, and then it ends up a cakey mess that nobody really needs on their face. So light powdering, more moisturizing powder textures, and just dosing of your makeup is going to, hopefully, I hope, going to be more popular in 2018 versus the heavy cakey powdered baked look that we've seen in the last year. Another, I think they overdid it, kind of trend that I'm happy to see sort of being phased out a little bit is overdrawn lips. I don't know who you're trying to fool if you're overdrawing your lips by more than 0.5 millimeter, but I can tell, and so can everybody else, and it looks untidy. I'm all about sort of morning cool makeup look, but really overdrawing your lips far beyond your actual lip line, it shows a lot and it looks really strange. It looks like the old pictures of Pamela Anderson, and not in a good way. Not in a good way at all. And on top of that, a lot of that is them trying to do ombre lip, and that looks even worse because I don't understand the point behind that. I understand that pouty full lips are a trend, it's like fashionable to have or whatever, but I mean, if you don't have puffy lips, then it's just not humanly possible to draw them in a way that isn't looking ridiculous. So heavily overdrawn lips, to me, are a trend that for sure needs to be forgotten in 2018. Please, let's all stop doing that. I mean, nothing about it is good. Like, nothing about that trend is flattering, and it's just makes everybody who does it look worse, in my opinion. Of course, if you are a fan of overdrawing your lips or any other trends that I have mentioned, you have absolutely full right to do whatever you want with your face because it's your face. However, this video is about what I think are ridiculous trends, and I also have a right to my opinion and to state whatever I feel. So let me know if you are a fan of any of these trends or if you agree with me on disliking these trends and hoping that we leave them behind in the new year. That's it for today. Hope it was fun for you to watch. See you guys later. Bye bye.